It's been a little over a year since I got permanent residency in Singapore, and I didn't really have the opportunity to talk about how my life changed after getting the PR. So that's what this video is about. I'll also answer juicy questions I received through Instagram, including questions like if I will ever get citizenship or if I ever faced racism. Oh, my favorite chili is on sale. この動画は永住権を獲得して1年記念も兼ねているので、この後妻とお祝いする用の鍋の具材を買いました。Wow, that's the hugest python I've ever seen. Singapore is very interesting, huh? It's like my little secret spot along the Singapore River. いやでも本当にあっという間ですね。2019年の1月に移住したので、もう5年目ぐらいかな。まさか YouTuber になって現地の人と結婚して永住権獲得しているとはもう夢にも思わなかったですね。So my thoughts of becoming a PR for a year. Of course, it's worth it. I just feel so grateful. Being able to contribute to CPF, getting healthcare, and most important of all, becoming more rooted to Singapore. Or maybe I can say becoming more Singaporeanized. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just feel so much joy becoming more Singaporean. I know I have a long way. I still probably speak cringy Singlish, but I do feel like I'm becoming more of a hybrid. Like Japanese, Singaporean, and that's very cool. I like it. ただ家に戻ったら個人的にここは PR になってよかったなっていう点についてお話したいなと思います。乾杯! Wow, so delicious. Alright, so we are celebrating this big milestone with Japanese traditional hot pot. We have fresh pork, fish, and a lot of veggies. And typically in Japan, we eat it with ponzu, but we also have SMB's crunchy garlic with chili oil as well. いただきます。しゃぶしゃぶ handmade chicken balls. Wow, I really love this chili oil. Remember this? The last time I introduced it to you guys, it was sold out for a while. You guys loved it. So this chili oil goes well with everything. Curry, udon, laksa, dumplings, fried rice, vegetables. But it's a heavenly combination with hot pot too. It's a good time to have it alongside with all your delicious CNY food too. Whether you're having hot pot or pensai or just about anything, this garlic chili will really elevate the food you're having.
Okay, I try. I knew it was gonna be nice. I realized every time I want to eat something at home, I always bring this chili out.
yeah.
Because it goes with everything.
We put it on like everything. Especially like when we screw up on our cooking.
Yeah. This one.
Put this in, it will make it amazing.
Especially if you love garlic and spice. It's perfect.
Yeah, the garlic is so crispy.
Fragrant.
Yeah, fragrant.
Yeah.
So much umami
It's
added
so
to your
good.
food. I want to eat it with my sesame sauce too. Great with ponzu too, but wow, this is like really mind-blowing, right? It's also delicious just with this chili oil. Because there's already a slight flavor, extremely garlicky, sweet a bit. But I think I recommend the sesame, right?
Yeah.
And the ponzu.
It's something new. I never tried that combination.
It's amazing.
It's so good.
So if you want to try out this amazing chili oil, it's actually currently available at a discounted rate at NTUC fair price. It's so good, it goes well with anything. We always have it in our fridge. Definitely try it out. Thank you SMB for sponsoring this channel again. First, maybe I can talk about the benefits I personally already feel after getting my PR. So healthcare. So permanent residents enjoy subsidized healthcare, meaning it's cheaper than when I was an expat. So PR, we get 30 to 50% cheaper than foreigners. So it's very good already. And unfortunately, I already had an opportunity to go to the hospital. My eyes got hurt and injured. And although the bill wasn't cheap, I'll put it around here. I think I paid like $200 for just getting the medicine and the consultation. And that's quite expensive as a Japanese. I think in Japan it will be much cheaper, but in Japan we'll have to pay like a monthly fee to the government. So it wasn't exactly cheap, but still it's cheaper than foreigners, right? So I feel immensely appreciative of that, grateful. Number two, CPF. I feel like I can make a separate video about CPF because I feel the system is so nice. I feel so grateful. And I know there are pros and cons, and not everybody likes to be forced to contribute to CPF, but I personally feel grateful. So what is CPF? CPF is Singapore's social security savings system, and it's very different from Japan's. So it's like a pension, right? In Japan, we pay a fixed amount. Every month, it's around like $160 converted to Singapore dollars. And if you earn more, you gotta pay like a bit more. And that money goes directly to the government and it's gonna be redistributed to the elderly. But in Singapore, we also pay monthly CPF contribution, but the money goes to our individual account. What amazing is that? I can instantly check how much I have in my CPF account using the app. Actually, let me check. Wow. Yeah, it's nice. And what's great is that you can even get 2.5 to 4% annual interest to this account. So this is paid out by the government.
I know of people who voluntarily like top up more money into their CPF because the interest is very high.
Yeah, true. And it's like very secure and safe, right? Because it's by the government.
Yeah.
I'll show you guys a hot pot hack. Prepare a beautiful sashimi grade booty. Of course, these are delicious as is, but we like to also put it in the hot pot and shabu shabu it. So shabu shabu is basically this movement. Shabu shabu. So you don't want to overcook it, just a bit. We're doing this to cut out the chow chow-ness, the fishiness, and some fat. Eat it with ponzu and add some garlic chili oil. Try this, it will change your life. So delicious. So cons of getting a PR. I honestly I cannot think of any.
Does it sort of make you like a second citizen in Japan, or does it make your status lower? Then it's the same.
Yeah, maybe this is not a con, but it's actually not permanent. So PR, we have to renew it every 5 years. So there is a possibility, like in 4 more years, when I'm about to renew, the government will say, oh no, this guy cannot. It's not really permanent. I don't know how other countries do it, but that's about it. I honestly cannot think of anything. Q&A for my viewers.
Okay, first question. Any forms of racism or discrimination from Singaporeans living here?
What a heavy topic, huh?
Yeah.
Honestly, no. And that's what I love about Singapore, I feel like. Nothing much. Of course, online, I do have some, I don't know if it's a racism, but some comments because I'm Japanese. I do receive some, but like real life, none. It's really amazing. Like a lot of you even like treat me like a Singaporean already because I got PR, right? And I feel so happy.
You know, in history, right? Singapore was once built by immigrants anyway, so like
maybe that's why.
I don't feel like people should be like racist against like foreigners even like now. Okay, so next question. Is Singapore boring for you since it's so small? Unlike Japan where you can go to different parts.
I get a lot of that question. And the answer is no, I've never felt bored. Maybe because I can travel like anytime, right? Like I can go to Bangkok, Vietnam, very nearby, only take like 2 hours, right? And a lot of Singaporeans take the train or bus to JB, Malaysia. So even if I feel bored or I feel like nothing I want to do, I can just travel abroad. And that's the strength of Singapore. That's the beauty of Singapore. I remember when I used to work at a company in Singapore, I would just take the plane with my wifey, girlfriend back then, to like Thailand and just come back when the weekend finishes. So that's possible in Singapore. And honestly, I feel like a lot of people, I think Singaporeans are too used to their own neighborhood. But have you ever visited Jurong? Have you ever visited Woodland, Ang Mo Kio, Tuas? There's like so many cool spots that even locals don't know, and I love discovering that. I really think it's cool. UT was cool too, you know? And my goal nowadays is kind of like go back to childhood. Because you know, like kids, right? They will enjoy anything. They can play with like, I don't know, like this. They can play with this, right? I don't know, like bang your hand or something. Like eat it, I'm not sure. But it really depends on yourself, right? If you are ready to enjoy everything, if you're ready to just appreciate anything, you'll never feel bored. And that's kind of like my goal. I want to feel gratitude towards anything and just try to enjoy everything. So to answer the question, no, I've never felt bored.
The next question is in Japanese.
シンガポール永住権取るまでの流れを大まかに教えてください. The process is very simple. You just apply online. That's it. Literally, like I didn't have to visit the office, just apply online. Someone also asked how long it took for me to get approved. I did a separate video on this already. I think I'll link it around here, but I think I waited about an year. I would say that's quite standard. It takes a lot of time.
Do you get along better with Japanese or non-Japanese people in general?
I think I feel more comfortable with Japanese people because my first language is Japanese. But I don't know, I love how it's more casual and it's so much easier to talk to strangers in Singapore and like even make friends with people in Singapore, I feel like.
What's your most Singaporean habit now? I think there's a lot. Starting with what? Singlish.
Singlish. Can lah, okay lah. I always have chili in my fridge, like this. And chili padilla, of course. It's funny because when I travel to Japan, like everybody talks to me in English. They don't consider me a Japanese anymore. I think it's how I dress and how I behave. So I think I'm becoming less and less Japanese. Anything you want to add? Why?
The sound lah.
Do I make that sound?
Yeah.
Aiyo.
You,
oh my
you
gosh.
don't realize it?
I didn't realize.
Wait.
Yeah, oh my gosh. When do I say that? When something naughty happened, right? I think I say, oh.
Yeah.
Like that.
What do you think are the main things Singapore and Japan can learn from each other?
Japan can learn how to use less paperwork from Singapore.
How about the vice versa? How about wear nicer clothes?
Don't charge service fee at restaurants and provide free water and tissue. Thank you.
Do you feel that we are very kaypoh?
We as a Singaporean.
Yes.
Kaypoh means they want to know what other people think about them, right?
No, kaypoh no. It's more like you want to know about like other people's life. That is a general sense.
Oh, definitely. I think it's similar to Osaka people.
Oh, is
I'm
it?
also kaypoh. My mom kaypoh. She tried to ask how much I earn. Very kaypoh.
But that's your mama. Your friends ask me.
Friends, no, not really. Yeah. Come on, give me difficult questions. I'm ready for it.
Okay. Would you ever consider becoming a citizen?
Oh, I get a lot of that. And this is kind of difficult to answer because I feel like a lot of my viewers want me to get it. I'm not sure, but that's how I feel. But as of now, I have, honestly, I have no plan. Because if I get citizenship here, it means I'm gonna have to revoke my Japanese citizenship, revoke my Japanese passport. I honestly don't know. Yeah, I mean, if I get citizenship, healthcare will be even cheaper, and I can vote and stuff. But I think I'm not sure if I want to completely, just cut off my ties with Japan. And as of now, no. But I mean, it might change.
I think it's good to keep the flexibility, like so you can still decide until you really have to. Would you consider retiring here or in Japan in the future?
Honestly, I have no clue. I'm not even sure like if it will be even Japan or Singapore, right? 6 years ago, I had no clue I will be migrating to Singapore. So like, yeah, it's like that. I honestly have no clue, but as of now, I really love my life right now. I feel like Singapore is a very good base. I'm based in Singapore. I love my life here. I love the food. I love the people. And I can travel anytime I want. But I don't know, maybe 40 years from now. Like, who knows? One thing for sure, I hope I will still be making YouTube videos.
Then you will be 80 years old.
Yeah, I'm a grandpa YouTuber. PR になって心境の変化はありますか? Honestly, no. Nothing really changed. But again, I feel like I'm more rooted in Singapore, and that's a really good feeling. Thank you everyone on Instagram for asking me questions. So again, in Japanese hot pot, we must finish it off with noodles. Udon nai! No udon! Yeah. So I have the sotong noodles. I thought this was udon, but please pretend this is udon, okay? Aiyo. And finish it off with crunchy garlic chili oil. Oh. Please try this at home. So good. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Singapore, for accepting me. I feel so grateful being able to live here, being able to get permanent residency here. And thank you all for supporting this channel, supporting my journey. It's really amazing to have all of you. I feel so happy when my viewers talk to me in the street, leave comments. It's really helpful. Thank you so much. And don't forget to check out SMB's umami topping crunchy garlic with chili oil. Again, this is something we always keep in our fridge. It will go well with everything. And do utilize the discount you get at NTUC right now. Everything you need to know in the description box below. Have a great day, guys. 10分ランザーをリア。Goodbye.